Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Witcher 2 on Nyxus Gaming. In the last episode, we kept recounting our story to Vernon Roach here and got all the way up to where we were entering the temple. And now, I can't remember what he wants to tell us, but it all started with Tales. I'm still here with Brian and Andrew. They can't hear you because I still had Discord muted. You can't tell them
probably
shit.
For the best.
We might have arrived at the same time, if not for Tales.
Be specific, Witcher.
We're out of the basement
Well,
now.
the Archpriest told the truth.
We've escaped.
His Majesty King Foltest of Temeria.
Arthur Tales, erstwhile
Now we
Count of
echo in your
Nyxus.
walls.
I signed your sentence.
Yes, yet the Baroness saw fit to pardon me. An awkward situation, to be sure.
Anais and Boosie.
Boosie.
Where are they?
The royal children.
Gary
Test my patience,
Busey.
Tales, and I'll grant you a quick death.
Gary
Confess,
Bussy.
Foltest, before the gods and the people. Boosie and Anais are the fruit of your loins. Bow to the gods and admit the truth.
It's not
You may
that
not
funny.
have noticed, Tales, but I just
It
took
is
this
to
town.
me.
Aided
No,
by murderers,
you're wrong.
sorcerers, and a mutant for whom nothing is holy.
This is hallowed
How does
ground.
it
You
feel
will
to be
not raise your
incorrect?
hand against a servant of the gods.
Where are the children?
Where have you taken the children?
Where is Boosie? Find Gary Busey.
The Solar. They're in the Solar.
What
They're
is
in the
this?
sun. We put
Blasphemy!
them in the
Sorcerer's
sun.
tricks!
Damn it, they've outsmarted me this time.
That wasn't a slap. That was a gut slap.
I think I'm starting to detect the issues that Geralt has around getting along with
I've seen
people.
assaults go awry, but the dragon...
Because I have to agree, that was far from a slap. And given that he clearly does not know the difference.
Geralt, you should know. Is it possible to tame a dragon?
Yeah, they made like 2 movies on it. How to Tame a Dragon.
The Eternal Judge shall rise.
Let's hope Marigold got out of there.
I'm sure she did.
If not, you'll need a new advisor, sire.
Shut up, Roach.
It's possible that the dragon simply...
Another word from you and the dragon will not be your main concern.
Enough! Both of you! The dragon's back! I can't.
Oh no. Oof. It's so hard to run away from.
It was a weird shaped dragon.
Kinda is, yeah.
Also, I don't remember what I was watching or reading. I think I was reading it. I want to say it was probably like a Tumblr post or something on the TikToks. But I don't remember which fantasy writer it was, but there was a fantasy writer that
You saved my life
explained that
again.
dragons are, while
Ask
they
what you
are
will of the Witcher.
reptilian in their
Within reason,
appearances,
of course.
their actual
Sire.
biology and
I like
behavior,
this
they are
narrative.
far more feline.
If
They
she
are
wants.
warm-blooded, which is how they can survive, you know, the cold
leave.
that is up
None
in
shall stop you.
the
You
air.
have my word.
But also, if you watch pretty much any look at pretty much any illustration, animated or otherwise, of dragons, they are always acting sort of like cats.
It's
And-
actually a lot of fantasy things.
Right.
Draw conclusions between cats and dragons. I think The Witcher is one of them.
Yeah, and I was about to say that specifically watching that dragon walk along the top of that wall the way it was a cat walking on the top of a fence.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's exactly
Pretty
what that
much.
looked like. It was like sneaking after a squirrel.
This gives me an idea for a location in D&D. A cat cafe, but it's all pseudo dragons.
Just checking some audio settings on Discord real quick.
Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, but it's just a dragon born from 5th edition.
Oof.
Who goes there?
Foltest. I've come for my children. Geralt, wait here. You might scare them.
Thanks be to the gods. My prayers are answered. Go, Boosie.
That's not my father.
But it is your king, boy. Bells, your triumph is complete. The city and fortress taken, sire. Time to thank the Forefather and the Mother Creatrix for this great victory.
A moment, blind man. I've not seen my children in 6 months. The gods can spare another minute. Listen to me. Your mother and I quarreled, but that is over. She was deceived. Evil men turned her against me. These men have been punished, and all will be well from now. No tears, Boosie. One day you'll be king, and kings do not weep.
Armed men approach, sire. Children, go to the refectory.
My knights will soon be here. You must meet them, for one day you will rule them. Boosie, go wash your face. They must not see that you wept.
There's a bucket of water in the next room.
Anais, help your brother.
Sire, let us pray.
They must look like the royal children they are.
They have your eyes, sire.
Hey, Brian. You remember what you said earlier?
Yeah.
About?
I don't know if Andrew was here when you said it. I think he was.
Yeah, pretty sure he was here. I mean,
Oh, the stupidity of the king putting himself in these dangerous positions because he wants to be on the front lines rather than back at a command outpost?
Along those lines, but Brian said something a little bit more specific.
I mean, being here in this room is one thing. Like, it's unfortunate and probably could have, had better operational security.
Sir,
But
it stopped.
what stopped?
Your mic got all fuzzy again. Is it just me, or did it almost look like the king was turning around to look at Geralt knowingly? Like, the look he gave him kind of seemed like, yes, there's a man standing behind me about to slice my throat. I want you to watch.
It really doesn't help, because, this is the whole reason Geralt's in jail, in prison right now. Because he sort of gets framed for it.
Oh, that's the guy from the opening cinematic of the game, from the boat.
It is, the guy that conveniently assassinated the other king.
That's also the guy from 3 that, like, other Witchers hate, apparently. And now I get it.
So, something about that. Oh, I don't know if it's spoilers or not.
Probably good to just withhold
mean-
it for now, then.
Okay. You already said he's in 3. He's obviously one of the main villains in this game. You get a choice to kill him or not. And if you import your save from the second game having killed him, he doesn't show up in 3.
Huh. Well, that'll show you to play the games out of order again, Brian.
But that just also tells you, I guess, canonically you do spare him, since he just automatically appears.
Yeah, I guess.
That doesn't... Yeah.
I guess what it, that's
As
kind
a
of what I
logical
think.
way
Whatever the game does by default,
I suppose
is
that's the
probably
extent of
canon.
what you'll give me.
Does this mean I'm free?
Foltest, King of Temeria, has been murdered. Unfortunately for you, you're the only suspect.
The murderer outsmarted you, so I'm to rot in this dungeon.
Oh, no danger of you rotting. You'll hang.
Convince them otherwise.
I have no influence over the court.
I love that. Like, so yeah, I was in the room with the king when he was murdered. No one else was found there, and everyone found me just alone with the body. Can I go now?
Foltest told me a lot about you.
If not for him, I'd be a drunk or a vagrant. Foltest did more for me than my father ever did. But then my father did exactly nothing, for I never even met him. In any case, I'll not rest until the murderer is punished.
Tell me how you serve.
I can only imagine
I
with
carry
those
out
chains
orders
around your
others are
neck.
incapable of executing.
I was gonna say that chain does look ridiculously thick. Like that has to be a pain to wear.
I think that medal he's wearing is hanging from it.
What's the situation
Yeah.
in Temeria?
Which
The Council of Regents has
it
convened
just
to
only
restore
adds more
order.
to it.
That means 3 things. Utter chaos will prevail, Visima will run dry of wine and strong drink, and the local whores will make a killing.
Is Triss participating in the meetings?
Indeed. Only to find out that she's no longer needed.
How do you know?
It's my business to know.
They want to run a kingdom without a sorceress?
They already have a kingdom without a king. They'll use every opportunity to get rid of her.
Who will rule?
The chief contenders are Count Maravel and Baron Kimbold, who already tussle for control of La Valette Castle.
What about Foltest's bastards?
The king's blood runs in their veins, so yes, they are entitled to the throne. Not some drooling nobles.
Okay, cool.
What if someone vouched for me?
You have a witness.
I was thinking of Triss.
Was she not your lover, who knows? But it's common knowledge she is.
What happened to her?
Ah, she's fine. She's been invited to the next meeting of the Council of Regents.
Okay, well, either way, I'm not the murderer.
For fuck's sake, you command the Blue Stripes. Do something. The real murderer is free, and he's further and further away with every hour you spend prancing around in here.
I find the Killer Monk story unconvincing.
I don't claim he was a monk. He was wearing a frock, though. He sailed off in a boat with some Scoia'tael.
Would you recognize him?
No problem. A mountain of meat. Never seen anyone bigger.
Wait, that's the only physical descriptor that he gave, not, oh, his eyes looked exactly like mine.
Not
would
that
you
he's
do
bald.
if you
That's a pretty
escaped?
big one. Although I guess not in this time period. A lot of people are bald.
Bald, very bulky.
He got that part. Mountain of meat. We got that.
I mean, I would describe Geralt as muscly, ripped even, not mountain of meat.
No, the other
The
guy.
other guy, the guy that actually killed the king.
Oh, I thought, okay.
Yeah.
Geralt
I
got a good look at his face, saw the yellow eyes, and was like, I'm not gonna mention that.
I'll be completely honest. I wasn't paying enough attention, so I assumed that, like, they were saying, like, oh yeah, mountain of meat. That's part of how we determined it was you that did the murdering.
Lamau.
It's like, no sir.
I'd go after the Kingslayer.
You know where to look for him?
Some Scoia'tael helped him escape. That's where I'd start. I expect you might know this particular group of elves.
How'd you work that out?
They wore blue striped masks. Trophies, I expect.
Yorveth's commando. I know where to find them. We've a trail to follow after all.
If you want to start over and take it easy this time, get me some food.
Now that you mention it. Vess! Bring us food and drink.
Shame you didn't think of that earlier.
It's your own fault, Geralt. Your fate is in your hands. Thank you.
Pretty sure Vess is in 3 as well, with Roach, right? Brian?
She looks familiar.
I know Yorveth isn't in 3. He's sort of the Scoia'tael side in this game. You either go with Yorveth or Roach.
Never heard of women serving in the Special Forces.
Vess is one of my best people.
How'd she wind up in the Blue Stripes?
I pulled her from the paws of the Scoia'tael. Just 16 when they torched her village and slaughtered everyone. The unit commander took a liking and spared her. One last thing. This file is about one Geralt of Rivia.
And Foltest's death?
Actually, Geralt's death. The report details events from 5 years ago.
This game is where he slowly starts regaining his memory through cutscenes like this.
1,234.
Interesting
That,
choice.
253 non-humans. September the 25th, 1268. A riot erupts. A massacre ensues. The streets run with the blood of elves and dwarves. One person finds the courage to face the raging crowd. During the rioting, 76 non-humans perished, including the Witcher Geralt of Rivia. Stabbed in the chest with a pitchfork by a man of whom we know only that his name was Rob, and he owed 3 crowns at the local tavern. Yennefer of Vengerberg dies trying to heal the Witcher. The bodies of Geralt and the sorceress are taken away by a mysterious young girl with ashen hair. Their place of interment remains unknown.
I remember. Rivia. Yennefer.
What just happened?
I saw my own death.
And the rest? Have you regained all your memory?
That's all. I just remember the end.
Vess! Interrogation's done. Restrain the prisoner. I'll take the key.
Why does she, like, every movement she makes is like, I'm so pissed.
I sail upriver at dawn. Guards will collect you in 5 minutes. Eat. You'll need your strength.
Like how he doesn't actually unlock the cuffs or anything. Like, you're a Witcher, just get up and do it yourself with your hands behind your back. Struggle.
Not yesterday, he was a hero pretty much. Everyone's man.
Personally saw him cut down 20 men in the blink of an eye, so it's no surprise.
See him dashing along those walls? Can't rightly say I ever saw his sword the blade move so fast.
I thought that beast would tear him to bits when it came out of the clouds.
Delayed don't mean denied. Hangman will do that tomorrow. What say we, teach him a lesson, for what he did to Foltest?
Guard. Come here, good man.
Why are you hollering? Do that again and we'll shut you up.
You wouldn't say that if these bars weren't here.
Is that so? Let's see.
What confuses me, right?
Rip your guts out!
And he was given the key to the handcuffs. Oh, quick time events, quick time. But there, he wasn't in the handcuffs anymore. He was in something completely different. But he still just kind of freed himself, you know?
I mean, it is, simple, archaic locks. Maybe the key
Is the same for everything?
Yeah.
Maybe. There should be a chest with my stuff in it, right?
But also, that guard was an idiot to come in there and try and fight you instead of run off. Like, hey, by the way, the prisoner escaped. Reporting that. You should come do something.
Ah, it's fine.
Not if you slip him $5.
5 orans.
Sure.
So there's a thing here that you can do if you make it through here completely stealthily.
I can't sneak out in this light.
Bet I can do it.
I'm terrible at stealth, so it's going to be great.
I'm stubborn.
What was that?
Like that. I'm great at this. I don't know if there's a way to snuff out the torches either.
Can't you do it with Ard?
That's probably a good idea. You're talking to someone who hardly uses any signs. Might help if I actually
can't sneak out in this light.
Knock out guards by sneaking up on them from behind and pressing Y. Try to avoid illuminated areas. Yeah, Ard doesn't do anything.
That's weird because you can take out light sources in 3 with Ard.
Oh, hold on. Oh, X use. Okay.
I was just about to ask what that was for.
I thought it would have like grabbed the torch, honestly.
That wouldn't be optimal.
Huh? What was that?
Is he walking by? He is.
Well, your objective says defeat the guards, so I think you're actually supposed to be taking them out.
I get pea soup one more time, I'll puke on the horse.
Hey there, buddy.
Shit. I love how he just drops it on the ground. I don't need this torch anymore.
A hard flaming stick? That can't be a useful weapon. Let me throw it.
Oh, and he just comes right in this time. He's not stopping now. That's not ideal.
No.
Andrew, you're the stealth expert. How do?
What was that?
He had to get really fucking close to you.
Let's just go back a save. How about that?
That's what I would do. Okay, so
I had the right idea with the first guard, I think. Dipping into the thing, I think I need to knock him out. So I'm only dealing with one guard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, all the way in.
Okay, so it was the fact that you opened the door that tipped him off, not like noise that you're making.
Okay, let's just snuff all of these out as we go.
Yeah.
Who needs light anyway?
Not a witcher.
Let's not walk all the way over before we save. Hey, buddy. Key required. What do you mean?
Why did you walk out there without looking?
Okay, I was staring at the mini-map, not actually at the gameplay, and saw you coming right up on him and thought,
I didn't even think about that. There's a mini-map. There's a mini-map.
For what? I said a prisoner's escaped!
Damn it!
Oh my god.
I mean, I can certainly appreciate that you're at least attempting to do it without, with perfect stealth.
Okay, so he starts walking that way. Let's hide here and wait for him. There's no noisy prisoners here to give me up.
I mean, there are prisoners right across from you.
Are you kidding me, dude?
I love how the first one is very oblivious, and so far every other guard is just eagle-eyed. Do you need to go that direction specifically?
I don't actually know which way I'm going. Oh, hi.
How's it going, buddy?
I could probably, like, just... There's another one over there.
Just you and me. Not
just you and me.
Nice.
Okay, hopefully they stay stunned, right?
More than likely. Most games do it that way.
I think I definitely need to go the other way, though. Oh, rusty key. That guy had a key. Hey, man. Ideally, he would open this door. Yes.
There's a hatch.
That guy isn't alive. Can I, like, open up the full map from here? That might... that doesn't help.
Be less helpful? How is it a worse and less detailed looking map?
I'm gonna be saving a lot here, okay?
Oh yeah, no. In stealth situations, you've got to save frequently. I mean, you saw me playing Hitman the other night. How often was I saving? And reloading?
Pretty often. This is like a further down destroyed section. I would assume there are no guards here, but I'd rather play it safe and know where I'm going. This dead guy had 4 orans on him.
I'm shocked.
That guy had 5.
Will you sign?
Executioner, you say?
Go plow yourself!
Oh, I know that guy.
Anais and Boosie are my children. One signature, and you'll hear the
I'd be willing to bet you can open that wall up with Ard.
Never!
That's not very stealthy, Brian. Or I could just watch this, you know?
A dog tore into a kitchen and grabbed a sausage link. A stupid cook took umbrage and killed him in a blink.
Gotta respect his rhymes, you know?
Another cook done saw this, wise and good of heart. He made the dog a tombstone and carved this.
I think there's a quick save and quick load button. I just don't know it.
That makes it better than most stealth games, believe it or not.
I can take that guy out, but the executioner is right there.
You're out?
Yeah.
Appointment's not due tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm in a hurry. You'll see me today.
Hey, buddy, how's it going? Do you know how to do this stealthily? No?
Hey,
do you know how to escape the prison?
That you're locked in?
Will you sign?
Okay. After much deliberation, as in like a minute, 2 of us looked it up, and apparently fighting the interrogator does not matter. As long as you do everything else stealthily, you are good. How do I... Weapon. Weapon, there we go.
Kick his ass.
Sorry. We'll see.
Done.
That's why he's only an executioner, because he's only good at fighting people who are tied up.
Sooner expected death than you, Witcher.
I thought about letting the Reaper in first.
Why are you here?
You know, I had a date.
Had a date with the hangman.
Why?
They say I killed Foltest.
Shame. I'd hoped to do that myself. But tell me, what of my mother? Did Foltest hurt her?
I mean, he didn't really have a chance to.
He ordered the Blue Stripes to guard her like some invaluable treasure. Soon afterward, he was dead himself.
But you did not slay him?
No, Arian. I didn't kill him.
Do you know who did?
No, but I intend to find out.
We should go. We'll start by making our way to the oil store. I cannot walk unaided. You must help me.
Lean on me.
Can you turn a stealth mission
Done
into
with
a
him, Hangman!
escort mission?
Take the corpse!
Damn it.
Hangman's
Lean
so
on me.
into his victim, he can't hear
And
us.
you need a friend.
What the?
Shout.
Ah! I will not sign! Never!
Ooh, he's a stubborn cocksucker.
Best not disturb him. Hangman will bring him out when he's done.
I think they bought it. We need to be careful.
Okay, get rid of the guards on the way to the exit. Just gonna pop another one. Wait.
Oh no.
Wait. No,
That's
please.
unfortunate.
I found the quick save button, but it doesn't matter. It should have autosaved there at least, right? Oh, I can...
Sure.
Oh, more space needed? Sit down. Maybe it's because I'm holding on to him. It is because I'm holding on to him. Okay.
I'll wait here. Return for me once you've cleared the way.
It's amazing none of these prisoners are ratting you out.
Hey, buddy, having fun in there?
Bastard! You fucking prick! Fuck you, cocksucker! Fuck you up the arse! Motherfucker! I'm gonna fucking kill you, hear me? I'll rip your brick off and beat your head in with it!
So this video isn't for kids.
No.
Sure it is.
Okay, oh, I should pay attention to the minimap more. There's stuff over here. Oh, locked. Just snuff that out. I guess I'm going this way.
It's not locked if you break the door.
Yeah? Search a club. Oh boy. Hey, buddy, you're not on the minimap.
Everybody in the club getting tipsy. Yeah, so I've noticed that...
Hey.
Oof. I've noticed that when they are on, like, the floor above you, they don't show up on the map.
So you pay attention to these things. I don't.
Yep. Stealth games is life.
State whose ruler titles himself emperor.
I literally,
True
I
shit.
pressed the button and he turned around as I was pressing it.
So wait for him to walk towards the stairs and then turn around when he's closest to the stairs. That gives you the most time to get it done and the least amount of space you have to travel.
Ooh. He did a little dance.
Trying to be tricksy on me, aren't you? There's another one over there.
I have taken out one guard. Save.
This is why I don't play stealth games, okay?
Funny, of everybody I know, I always assume that you would be the most patient.
Not when it comes to this stuff.
Like, granted, I get impatient quite often.
I do hate that the marker on the map is not different for guards who are knocked out.
There are 2 more guards over here.
Bold of you to leave that torch lit.
That one's...
Sometimes it almost seems like it actually gets their attention when you extinguish a torch.
He saw me.
Yes, he did.
I saw on the minimap this guy was coming this way, so I went that way and I saw him. Why? What? Did they all wake up?
Apparently. What the
guess-
fuck?
What?
I guess screaming wakes them up.
But that one didn't wake up.
You knocked him out extra good.
Okay, Oh, all the lights have to be re-snuffed out too, it looks like. That was bad. That was bad. It's okay. He doesn't see me. He's stupid. He is... No, he's pretty smart.
It's impressive peripheral vision for somebody wearing a helm.
That's also the first time he's walked that far, you know? Because he was stopping before the barrels. There's another guard over there, dude. Don't do that. I can cut all the way down. No, there's barrels blocking there. Goes over that way when the other guard is in that area. That's my chance right there. When the other guard walks this way and he stays there.
So much noise. So much ruckus.
There's furniture just falling apart. It's fine.
Been there. Done that.
Okay, so if I walk this way, wait for the other guard. This is assuming they do the same stuff. He's turned around. He did it.
Honestly, I expected him to get really upsetty spaghetti about you knocking out his friend. But he didn't seem to react as fast as I would think him to.
You know, they gotta be noticing all the lights just getting snuffed out, right?
No, they never do.
Like something out of a horror movie, you're just alone in a dungeon and all the lights are going out. I don't know why I'm still snuffing them out. I got the quest update, so I think I'm good now.
If a torch is extinguished in the dungeon and a guard does not notice, was it ever really lit?
Hey buddy, I'm back. How do I pick you up?
Help
there
me
we
up.
go.
Up the stairs. This way.
Imagine coming back
Second
up here and
door on
all
the
the
left.
guards are just
That's the
awake now.
oil store.
Like how this guy doesn't appear on the minimap, but that guy still does. He's the one that didn't
No,
wake up
he's-
too. There's something
he's on your
with
minimap.
him. Oh, he was. Okay, never mind.
You're just kind of covering him up.
You were standing on top of him.
Come with me. There's nothing you can do here.
I've more to do now than ever before.
Alone.
I need no one's aid for what I aim to accomplish.
Is that your final word?
Farewell, Witcher.
I mean, he wanted to go to the oil store. More power to him, right?
None of your business.
But
did he just die?
Yes, he did.
Yep.
Okay.
Somebody needs to tell that man that I do not appreciate him burning my oil.
Oh, here's a thing.
Halt! Oh, blimey, is that you, Witcher? They say you killed the king.
Well, I didn't. And I'm going to prove it.
I'm inclined to believe you.
Glad to hear that. It'd be pretty stupid if I had to kill you now. Did all the Reavers survive the assault?
Aye, they've been drinking themselves silly for 2 days now. I believe I owe you something.
You don't owe me a thing.
We wound up in a boiling cauldron during the assault. You know how it is when knights get caught in a tight passage. Nowhere to go. Those in the back push forward. Those in the front are stuck. And halberd blows raining down from above. I'd have been crushed if not for my armor. And about 10 blows landed on my helmet. My ears still ring and I puke time and again. But I live and breathe.
Concussion. It'll pass.
You know that's the guy, right, Brian?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I know Andrew wasn't here for this part.
The guy.
It was a guy that made a bet to go into battle with, like, no armor or anything, and he wanted to use this magical pendant. And we basically told him, like, hey, it could be cursed. You should probably wear your armor, dude.
Oh. Huh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Were you on patrol with the Reavers when they ran into those Scoia'tael?
Aye.
Kenneth mentioned the unit was especially
The Scoia'tael are the
Notice anything
elves,
out of the
right?
ordinary?
Yes,
You
the
know them or
rebel...
something?
not really
Right you are.
rebels.
They had masks made of the cloth. Of
Rebels
smoke,
from the eyes of humanity.
And they hollered a lot.
I'd say
Yorva,
more
some
rogue
such.
makes sense.
Where did the dragon come from?
I've no idea.
Insurgents.
It saved our asses.
Insurgents, yeah.
The elves ceased shooting at the sight of it.
Gorilla.
Can't tell you anymore, as we fled right then as if the
No,
devil
they're
himself
elves,
was on our
Brian.
tail. Take this. Kenneth told me to study up, but I've not the mind for it. Just not cut out to be a dragon hunter, I guess.
See, I knew
it could be
was
useful to you,
coming.
though.
I need to go.
There are sentries on the dike. No way you'll slip through.
Can you distract them?
Oh my god, you're not supposed
I'll
to call them
try.
dykes anymore.
Remember, count me out if there's a
Yeah,
fight.
they're diagonal
In
cutters.
fact, we could end up foes.
I hope not. Go.
Just
So
give me
yeah, if you
Can't
tell him
help
to
it.
wear his armor, he survives, and he'll give you... What did he give me? A book about dragons. How do I read this?
Apt description.
There we go.
Contains
That-
all available knowledge about dragons.
Yeah.
That's,
So
that's
now...
more of a pamphlet.
That is either a lot of information very efficiently written, or not a lot of information stretched out among too many words.
I know.
There is no in between. If it is one book that is about all the information of dragons.
It basically gives you the bestiary entry for dragons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And yeah. But yeah, if you let him live, he gives you that, and then he'll distract these guys on the docks for you. I think... Is he doing it, or did I just get caught?
The Kingslayer's escaped. We need to
Oh.
cut him off. Follow me.
All right, let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If you stick
doing
around for too long, though, they will eventually find you and attack you, so... Gotta go. Just don't go
Gotta
that
go
way
fast.
towards them, and you're good.
Over here.
What the fuck is that?
That's Triss.
Oh, okay. Her hair is very dark in this lighting, so...
Dude, she looks like completely different in all three games.
Yeah, no.
Bloody hell, you didn't have to torch
Like, I
the
can
castle.
connect the dots that it's
Peace
her
and quiet.
because of the bright
I'm
red
impressed.
hair and
The boys were betting you'd turn the dungeon into another blather.
Something about the
Can we
outfit, but
say
I can't put
that
my
peace and
finger on
quiet
what.
might disappear irretrievably at any
This
moment.
is still when
Triss,
she's...
is everything all right?
She's no
Not
longer at
exactly.
this point,
I'm no
but she
longer
was
the
the
royal
royal
advisor.
advisor for
I lost
Temeria,
my
so she
post,
wears their
my
colors.
home in Vizima. Witcher's
Okay,
mistress,
that makes
they
sense.
call me. Kingslayer's
So her
ward.
outfit between 1 and 2 is similar enough, correct?
I don't think she
and-
was an advisor in 1.
Oh, okay.
That happened
And
sort of
then-
at the end of the game.
I know that in 3 she wears like that, like the leather chest piece, I think.
I honestly can't remember.
People say what they think they have to.
I know.
Yeah, she's wearing like
They'll
the
change
leather
their
corset.
minds as soon as we find the Kingslayer. Roach will see to that.
Triss
Right,
doesn't
spy?
matter anymore in 3
no
because you
spy.
have Yennefer.
But you're mostly correct.
I ran into a hangman torturing Aryan
I
Valette,
agree.
trying to
Yennefer
force
is
him to
far
confess
more
to
hot.
incestuous relations with his mother. Foltest's children were to be Aryans.
Sons of
Hold on, I'll be right back.
The hangman has hanged his last.
An interregnum is chaos by definition. Rats like Baron Kimbolt and Count Maravel rule Temeria now, or strive to. But no one save old Natalis can restore true order.
Natalis is far away and of low birth. The crown's simply out of his reach. Baron Kimbolt, on the other hand.
Politics is secondary right now. Vernon, learn anything new about the Kingslayer?
A week ago, I got a message from an informer in Flotsam. He saw Yorveth in the company of a large, bald man, not unlike the one you described.
A week ago? Sounds like a cold trail to me.
We need to start somewhere. The trading post is a few days upriver, in the forests that lie on the Edirnian border. Yorveth's territory.
Flotsam it is then. Triss,
Yes?
I'm a bit beat up. Will you look at my wounds?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go below deck. And I need you to tell me about Yennefer in detail. I want to hear it all, even the things you don't want to tell me, even the things that might hurt.
Prepare to cast off! Clear the lines and all aboard!
Line's clear, Captain!
Oh, now I want to play Raft.
Are we doing that this Sunday? Every other
Sure.
Sunday, right?
Oh wait, this upcoming Sunday is Christmas Eve, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, right. That might be a problem.
So yeah, probably not that
No.
day.
I'll still
I
probably
do
be
have
streaming,
plans.
though.
Honor made Aryan fight a mismatched battle against the might of Temeria. Facing defeat, Honor told Aryan to bow his neck to save his men. But that same honor prevented him from saving himself.
Also, they play these cutscenes not just for the memories, but whenever something happens that involved a choice you previously made.
Yeah, and
So, like, I previously
kind of does-
spared Aryan, so now he sacrificed himself to burn down the castle.
Life can't be easy for anyone who's unlucky enough to be labeled a regicide. That goes triple for someone like Geralt. Could his luck get any worse? I've known the Witcher for a long time, and I'm sure that kings, courts, and politics concern him about as much as last year's snow. But hey, life doesn't always dole out what we expect, right? Sometimes it even forces us to associate with unsavory characters like Vernon Roach. No, I'm not making any excuses, and yes, I had my reasons. The Witcher spent most of the way to Flotsam talking to someone. Long into the evening, as water lapped against the boat's side, Triss told him forgotten stories of his unexpected child and his toxic relationship with a sorceress named Yennefer. Stories of a life stolen from him. Am I boring you? Don't set this tale aside. Give me just a few minutes more, for someone special's about to appear in dire straits upon a scaffold.
I feel like with only one eye, that guy could not possibly be a very good archer.
I mean, he's an elf, so...
I'm sorry, do they have binocular vision with only one eye?
No, but elves are naturally good archers, aren't they?
I'm sure that they are, because they have keen eyes and
Well, that
binocular
guy has
vision.
a extra keen eye, singular.
He's got one eye that's so good it makes up for him missing another eye. Ah, yes. Feed the thing.
What are they? Andregas? They aren't the
Snail
same thing
spider.
as the thing in the first Witcher. I know that. I'm gonna say they're Andregas.
Snail spider. This gentleman does look very menacing.
He's the leader of the Scoia'tael. This is Yorvith.
Myvith?
Yorvith.
Myveth?
Yes.
Also, I've never seen a sheath for a bow before. I kind of like it, but at the same time, it seems very unnecessary. Most people just would put like a little hook on their shoulder or something.
Yeah.
Hang the bow off of that.
Sheathe your sword, elf.
And your
I'm here to
bow.
talk.
Ooh, it's
Bow
the bad
low.
guy.
You stand before a head crowned.
Is that the sneaky elf? Solid squirrel?
Yeah, solid squirrel.
That Demavend, king of Eder,
And that's his brother,
by the grace
Liquid
of the
Squirrel.
gods, sovereign of the Pontar Valley, and so on.
And you are?
God, I forgot he has like a
friend to
southern
non-humans.
accent. I hate it.
I have an offer.
Speak quickly and to the point. The Arrakis will soon return, and I'd rather know all before then.
I can add several more heads to this one, each crowned.
Go on.
Foltest to start with. I barely escaped in Edirn. I'll need help. Access to your hideouts and maps of your secret trails, and the support of the Scoia'tael. I want no gold and have no interest in a killer's fame.
Then why do you wish them dead?
It's a long story. Your beast nabbed his necker. Time to go. Do we have a deal, elf?
Interesting.
So I guess that happened
Intrigue.
before the prologue? Because he only had the one king's head.
Well, which one was Foltest?
Foltest was the one killed in the prologue. Demavend, the head he had there, was the one killed in the intro cinematic.
Okay.
Flotsam should be just beyond the point.
Well,
We'll
in
take
that
the beach.
cutscene, he said he
Who's
had already
we?
killed Foltest.
You and me.
I thought he said he had already
Reconnaissance.
killed Demavend.
I'm
I don't
coming
know.
too.
You should stay behind. We can't be sure of the reception we'll get.
I don't know how to
Precisely why I
read.
won't let you go alone. Someone's got to look after you.
I think
That
that
time of the month.
is a good place to end off here. We are finally in Chapter 1. And we'll go through it next time. Thank you all for watching. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
No, please, he's dragging us back to the basement.